Watch the demonstration first.
We're going to draw a stylized skull to create space.
You can be very expressive and creative. Just make sure that your proportions are the same. Notice that all of these drawings, they're a little bit different. However, the proportions are the same. You have some artistic license. You can be creative with this. Watch the demonstration first. We're going to start with an oval. Make sure that your lines are nice and light. Use light lines so that you can make changes. Divide in half the oval from top to bottom. Draw a horizontal line. This is where your eyes will go. You will divide between the eyes and the bottom of the face. One more time and make another horizontal line. And this is about where the bottom of the nose will go. Then divide it up one more time between the nose and the bottom, and this is where the mouth will go. Lightly draw in ovals for the eyes, and then sketch 2 diagonal lines. This is where the nose will be. Lightly draw in the mouth. Make that center line, the guideline you made, make that the middle of the mouth. Sketch in the cheekbones below the eyes, about parallel to the nose. Make sure that you're using light lines. You can always go back and erase those. Draw the jawbone below the cheekbones. Make sure that the jaw has diagonal lines going from the cheekbone down. And also make sure that it's more narrow than the cheekbones. The jaw should be more narrow than the cheekbones. Then lightly draw in the teeth. Keep it really simple. Once you're happy with where all your lines are, then go ahead and darken those in. The 2 diagonal lines for the nose, you're going to make those into triangles, kind of candy corn shape. You can shade in the eyes. You may choose later, as you're doing the quick drawing in the space, you may choose not to shade those in. That's up to you. You want to make sure that you create a clear drawing.
Banana! Banana! Ooh! Banana! Banana! Well, all right! Banana! Banana!
Hello? Okay, just a second. It's for you.
Okie dokie, it's your turn to draw a skull. Begin with drawing an oval. Make it a nice light line. Go ahead and get started on this. Draw an oval. Don't make it too small. Drawing small is actually more difficult than drawing larger. Then divide it in half for the eyes. Divide from the eyes down in half for the bottom of the nose. And then one more division for the mouth. Then lightly draw in your eyes, diagonal lines for your nose, your mouth. Keep your lines nice and light. You can give a very general impression for the teeth. Your cheekbones are parallel from your nose, so just straight over from the inside out, and make sure you kind of make them curl up a little bit. Then once you're happy with everything, where everything is, then you can go ahead and start adding your darker lines. Remember, you can be really expressive with this. This one is, I think, probably the coolest of all 4 of these that I've drawn. I made the lines a little bit more organic, and I made on the eyes, I made them come up so they're diagonal, going down in the center. Also, I made at the bottom of the eyes more horizontal, so I think he has a creepier look. And I'm also going to make on this one, make his mouth open. So notice I made 3 sets of, it looks like 3 sets of teeth, but in the middle there, I'm going to leave that blank so that it looks like his mouth is open. And then at the top of each tooth, I make a convex line. At the bottom of each tooth, I make a concave. So at the top, convex, the bottom, concave.
If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding! How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? If you don't eat your meat, yes! You behind the great shed! Can you have any pudding? Stand still, laddie! Yes! You behind the great shed! Stand still, laddie!
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Open your folder to space. Super focus on your definition for space. 1, 2, 3. Circle your definition. Put an oval around it. And we're going to read that together. Go. An element of art that indicates area in a drawing, positive or negative, and or the feeling of depth in a two-dimensional work of art. Very good. Also put a oval around the next sentence. You put some asterisks there to help you remember. This is really important. I want you to go ahead and read this out loud. Okay, let's read this sentence out loud together and go. When creating space with overlapping and diminishing sizes, vertical placement must always be used. However, vertical placement can work all by itself. In the first frame, we're going to create space with overlapping, one in front of the other. Watch first, and then you can do your own. Please don't work ahead. I know it's tempting, but I want you to watch to make sure that you're doing it correctly. So start with a horizon line. This is not an option. It's not an option. It's a context clue. You have to have the horizon line.
The horizon line is where the sky meets the ground. You must have it. The sky, it meets the ground. Horizon line.
This is an example of creating space with vertical placement and overlapping. When creating space with overlapping, you must use vertical placement. The object lowest in the composition must be in front. Lightly draw overlapping circles for your skulls. This is going to show you where your skulls will be placed. Then draw in your horizontal guidelines for where your eyes, nose, and mouth will go. You're just going to divide it in half 3 times. So divide it, the entire thing in half, and then keep dividing in half. So I noticed here that two of my skulls are too close to the same distance from the bottom of the composition. It's a good thing I used light lines because I can just erase that. I'm going to move it to the bottom so it's overlapping and it's more clear. After the placement of the skulls is correct, I'm going to go ahead and draw my details and erase out all the extra lines. I need to make sure that I don't have skulls that are see-through. It won't work. You won't be able to create that illusion that one is in front of the other if you don't erase out the lines between. When I'm happy with the placement of my light lines, then I'll darken it in with my pencil. I'm using a Sharpie marker so that we've got more value contrast. You can see it easier. Go ahead and just darken it in when you're happy with it where everything's at. Darken it in with your pencil. Your turn to create space with overlapping.
Don't you know that I'm loving you? In a Gala Vida, baby. Don't you know that I'll always be true? Oh, won't you come with me and take my hand? Oh, won't you come with me and walk this line? Please take my hand. Let me tell you that. In a Gala Vida, honey, don't you know that